Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Trade with Jazz. Today's gonna be a quick video where I break down one of the trades that I took recently. And I usually do a lot of options breakdowns. Today I'm gonna do a forex breakdown for y'all. And hopefully with this breakdown, you guys will be able to fully understand how I was able to make $600 on one quick trade within 2 hours. So let's go ahead and jump over to the chart so I can show you what I was looking at. All right, so here is the NAS100 USD chart, and the trade that I'm going to be talking about was taken back here, and this was on a Thursday, of course. Well, first, let me stay zoomed out so you guys can understand my thought process going in. We've been on a crazy rally for like 3 weeks, and then once we got to this trend line here, which I had drawn from way back when, I was like, okay, we are really getting just kind of chopped up in this area, and I actually didn't trade this area at all because I missed this first retest. So right here, we weren't really breaking above it at all. And I'm like, okay, we're getting resisted. I was waiting for a breakdown. We never ended up having a breakdown. So I wanted to wait for a break and retest, which would look like this: breaking up, coming down, retesting the trend line, and then going back up. So this would have been a perfect break and retest right here. However, I missed that. I wasn't able to catch it because it happened at night when I was sleeping. So I literally wasn't able to catch it. So I had to wait for another moment like that. Well, that ended up happening the next day, or so I thought. So that same day, on Thursday, the 22nd, August 22nd, we had popped up. And again, I wasn't interested in this pop until we came back and retested. Once I saw these juicy red candles, I'm like, okay, this would have been a great sell. But again, that wasn't the trade plan for the day. My trade plan for the day was a break and retest. So I like to go with my trade plan. That's what I wrote down for the day. So that's what I was going to enter. Came down here. This candle right here is what tripped me up, y'all. So let me actually zoom in so y'all can see this candle. And you can probably already tell which candle I'm talking about. But this green candle right here tripped me out because this made me believe that we were going to be holding this area, which is the trend line, which would be another bounce, which would be another break and retest. So I got in for a buy. Got in for a buy. For a little while I was in profit, but then we broke down, hit my stop loss. My stop loss was a super tight stop loss. My stop loss was super tight because I knew that if we were going to break below the trend line, then the trade is immediately invalidated. Like, this trend line has proven as strong resistance, but not so strong support as of yet. So I knew if it broke it again, it was going to break down heavy. And what happened? It broke down heavy. Not only did it break down heavy like this with these huge juicy red candles right here, it broke down so fast with these juicy red candles. And the thing is, I really wanted to get in, of course. I would have loved to get in, but I had just got stopped out of my buy position. And this happened so fast. If you guys haven't seen my video about Thursdays, then please check that out. It is a deep dive analysis on how the market sells off every Thursday. Check that video out. Not only that, but it was also the lunch dump, which I've also made a video on about how NAS100 likes to create juicy red candles during the hours of 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Keeping those things in mind, I'm like, all right, did I just miss this? Did I just miss my sell opportunity? I was looking for a buy today, but I just missed a great sell opportunity. And so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to try to catch a falling knife. But then we found some random support. And I say random because there's nowhere else on my chart. Well, I guess right here, that was really marked up for this to be support, but we started bouncing and recovering. And I'm like, all right, we're recovering. So once we started to recover, I just waited it out. This is a 15-minute candle. I waited it out and I was like, all right, once we start to get a red candle, I'm going to get in. Because break and retest happens both ways. It can happen on the upside or it can happen on the downside. So I thought we were going to come back and retest the trend line. We didn't. And so I was just depending on price action for this. And I'm glad that I did. I'm glad I didn't wait for it to retest the trend line because it never retested the trend line again. I was just looking at price action. So price action, I was looking at this candle struggling in real time. This candle almost looked like it was going to close as a doji, but it ended up closing as just a small body bullish candle. But either way it goes, I've been getting really familiar with price action and really practicing my price action. I was watching this candle struggle. And because I know what struggle looks like on the charts, I know that the next candle was most likely going to be red. So I decided to get in on this candle right here. I didn't even wait for this red candle to form. I got in on this candle right here once I saw that we were struggling with this candle to push any higher, even though all the buyers were trying, they were trying this whole way up, but they were getting stuck right here. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to get in right here for a sell, and I'm going to put my stop loss slightly above the trend line. That is a high probability trade for me. So I decided to get in. What happened? The very next candle was a huge juicy red candle that almost took out all the bullish gains that just happened. And then we continued down, and I hit my final take profit within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Within 2 hours. Only held this trade for 2 hours. I could have held it for even longer, but I made a cute $600 on this trade. So even though I lost a little bit of money here, I lost like 100 something here, I made 600 here and totally made up for it. And another thing that I want to mention is not only was this candle struggling in real time, that's why I knew to get in now instead of waiting for it to possibly retest the trend line once again. My indicator that I always use when I'm day trading was also indicating that the next candle was going to be a red candle. And I go all over how to use the indicator that I use in my new Forex Fast Track course, and that link will be in the description box. So all of those things were telling me to get in now. And like I said, I'm glad that I trusted it. I'm glad that I didn't get discouraged by just getting stopped out literally like an hour before. Usually me in the old days, that would have pissed me off and made me not want to trade anymore. My rule of thumb when it comes to trading is if I have 2 losses in a row, I'm done for the day. I took 1 loss and the second one was a big win. So after the big win, I was done for the day. And I'm happy that I trusted my analysis, used an appropriate lot size so that I could not only make a lot of money on this trade, but also recoup the losses that I just took. And yeah, overall, this was probably my favorite trade of the month because I had to practice so many different aspects of trading in order to successfully take this trade. Anytime I mention Forex trading, the next question I get asked is, what broker do I use? It is no secret, and I am proud to say that I use KOT forex. KOT forex offers a seamless trading experience with ultra-tight spreads, fast executions, and over 250 trading instruments. I've been exclusively trading with KOT forex for years now, and it has transformed my trading journey. I am actually very happy that they switched over to using TradeLocker as their trading platform, as it's extremely easy and user-friendly. I use TradeLocker to execute my trades via my laptop and also on my mobile phone with the TradeLocker app. And I am able to have access to TradeLocker by having KOT forex as my Forex broker. Sign up today and start your journey to financial independence with KOT forex. Click the link down below to get started. That's it, y'all. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you like more trade breakdowns, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.